spoilers for Wandavision, for everything that's happened up to episode 4, and the leaks and what could be happening next, because I'm going to talk about what I think is going on in this show from episode 5 onwards. Starting with this TV spot that I haven't seen yet, so we're going to watch it, and I'm going to go over where I think it ties in to the broader MCU.
Vision?
Yes, my love.
Is this really happening?
I think a few unsavory characters settling in the neighborhood.
Are you here to help us?
A lot of things we've seen
Something's
before.
wrong here.
There's no need to get dramatic.
Did you really not? I think something's wrong here.
There's no need to get dramatic.
Did you really not see what I saw?
Okay. So, the
Something's wrong here.
bit where
There's no need to get dramatic.
she says it's no need to get dramatic, and then he says, "Do you really not see what I saw?" I think either they saw a big, shift in someone's personality, like where Herb was sort of cutting through the fence. Sorry, why is my PC being so loud? Or what they saw was potentially something to do with Quicksilver, and Wanda is trying to stop Vision from freaking out and saying she didn't see it, or it's not a big deal. And then, hang on, if I go to
Did you not see what I saw?
that shot, I think that's going to be the end of episode 5, and that is Evan Peters at the door. Whether he is Quicksilver, Mephisto, or some other demon character, well, he could be Ralph for all we know, but I think that's him at the door, and it won't show who he is, but then in episode 6 it will reveal who it is at the door. Or the episode will end revealing that it's Evan Peters Quicksilver, if throughout the episode we see little blue streaks, and you think it's Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver returning, and then big twist, it's the X-Men Quicksilver. Or Mephisto, played by Evan Peters, pretending to be X-Men Quicksilver. I'm not 100% on that's who he's playing, because even though in the leaked clip, it's clearly the Halloween scene when they're wearing their comic book outfits, and he's definitely dressed up as comic book Quicksilver. He's kind of a dick to Wanda, and he goes, "Not like your dead husband can die twice." That's kind of unnecessary, bro. So it's like, why would you say that if you were her brother? So it could be it could be straight up he's Quicksilver from the other thing, and they're not even related as well. That's a possibility. So yeah, we'll keep going.
I have everything under control.
Yep, cool.
If you're not watching Wandavision,
Okay, that shot has got to be near the end of this series. That's like a modern era thing. That's got to be towards the end. Maybe some big thing is going on with Agnes or Peter. Well, sorry, Evan Peters, Pietro Peter, whatever. What was that clip from before?
Control.
if you're not watching
Okay, so we saw that in another spot. That,
Wandavision,
sure, that appears to be Vision coming out of the fake reality, and I think that anything that's created in this pocket reality by Wanda or whoever else is real when it leaves this reality. And the reason why I believe that is because, one, we have a leaked clip where Vision is trying to break out. He's getting sucked back in, unfortunately, but he manages to escape at least for a brief moment, and he doesn't, change to look like, well, dead Vision. he doesn't have the hole in his head. He just looks like a regular Vision we saw in all the other episodes and movies. And also when Monica was sent out, she still was wearing her 70s, get up and everything, which, since literally everyone has to have, decade appropriate fashion, I feel like that's something that changes in the reality. So, because she was sucked in, she was wearing she was wearing like a coat, like a raincoat or something, and then like some sword gear and everything like that, and then she's sucked in, and she's currently dressed like it's the 50s, and then the 60s, and then so she gets sucked in when it's the 60s, sorry, not the 50s. She's not in episode 1, I don't think. So I do think that anything that leaves the reality will stay normal, but it could be that the reality itself has to stay, it has to exist for anything to leave it to remain how it was in this reality. Because, also, sorry, this was the important one, I completely spaced on it, don't know why I forgot it. The rope that they attached to the guy in the radiation suit, the sword agent, and it changes to the beekeeper and all of that, it gets cut off, but at the end of it changes into a jump rope, skipping rope. And then when they pull it out, the end of it is still the skipping rope. It didn't change back to being a regular cable or rope or whatever it was. It stayed a skipping rope. So in the end, it's, I feel, whatever's, if it exists in a certain way in the world, once it leaves, it will keep its appearance. Now, does that mean if Vision left, even if he kept his appearance, would he still be as alive because he wouldn't have the Mind Stone and all of that? I don't know. I think so, but once again, I'm not 100% on it. Let's keep watching.
You're missing out.
Okay, I don't know what that shot is, but I like it.
You're missing out.
That is definitely from the 80s, so that's probably going to be episode 5. That's another drone, piloted by, I assume it would be Monica, but I can't really tell. Sent in, and she sees it, and she's with, who's that? Beside her. It looks like a child. That could be a slightly grown up Billy or Tommy. Because he's wearing just a t-shirt by the looks of it. Okay, we'll go forwards a bit. Okay, we saw that. See, this is a shot. Vision does break out of there. This, I feel like, is towards the end when they're trying to completely destroy the barriers. Because, okay, this shot is very interesting. Because I don't know if they're about to fight, or if... Maybe the Roseanne thing goes on for multiple episodes. Wait, that's not the Roseanne get-up though, is it? That's just she's got the frizzy hair, but that's not the outfit that she's wearing. No, so she's wearing... Wait. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking the Full House. Okay, so... We go Full House, then Roseanne. Sorry. Full House will be episode 5. Then episode 6 will be the Roseanne setting, which is when I think we'll see Quicksilver. Episode 7 is when there'll be the Halloween episode, I think. Yeah. Okay. And then at the end...
I have everything under control.
The real question is, will this end with a House of M style, well, like an inverse House of M where she creates mutants? Because I feel like that's a possibility. But at the same time, assuming Evan Peters is playing Quicksilver and not Mephisto or anyone else, is he just going to be explained away as Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver, but he looks different? Or are they just going to go, here's Quicksilver from another universe or whatever, and just completely tie in the X-Men? Look, anyway, I don't think there's much else to go over in this. Yeah.
Wandavision, original series now streaming only on Disney Plus.
See? It's very interesting how they'll do it. I do think that we should go over the fact that supposedly this was a tweet by a semi-reputable source, said that Disney was taking action against the leaker of the scenes, legal action, and they were considering premiering 2 episodes on this coming Friday. Don't think they'll premiere 2 episodes. And that is purely because it'll mess up their release schedule. Plus, it's at the point now where things leak, and if people change their release schedule every time something leaked, films wouldn't get released, shows wouldn't get released. So there was really no point in any of it. Anyways, that's just a thought. I will definitely be doing more breakdowns of WandaVision in the future. And not just because it gives me all the views, although that is very fun. Alright, bye.